Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another Versus Beers here on the Master of Hoppets with me, Peter the Master of Hoppets, today joined by
Brett
of Anomyces. We're looking at some of the beers I brought back from MBCC 2018, and these are courtesy of Dan, aka Dan the Man from Chicago. He didn't have the best MBCC this year. He had an injury with his leg, which is a shame, so he actually pretty much missed out most of the festival. But he was kind enough to share a special beer with us that's, I think, already been posted by now. Maple Syrup Bourbon County. So basically a tap-only release that the guys from Bourbon County said he could bring if he shared it with the people he did last time who shot a video.
Okay.
Which was funny. So he brought that, and then he couldn't drink it himself, but he said bring it and share it with some people, which was so kind of him. But he was also very kind to pass along 2 beers from the Chicago brewery Hop Butcher, which I reviewed some beer from last year that were quite nice. They were kind of Midwesty. These look like they're going to be New Englandy.
Yeah.
So we got 2 beers in this Versus Beers, 2 double IPAs on 7.5%, and we got the Hop Butcher Mega Bite, and we got the Hop Butcher made in collaboration with Miskatonic Brewing Company, the beer that should not be. And I'm rocking one of my Cthulhu shirts. If you notice, I have quite a few. I love Cthulhu, I love Lovecraft, and these kinds of things. So, I mean, I love craft beer. Bad puns. But these will be fun to try because they have some hops that are not too well known. We've got Megabyte, which I guess is a reference to Jaws, which is hopped with Citra, Amarillo, Motueka, and Hallertau Blanc. So Hallertau Blanc is a German hop variety that is grapey, melony. They say themselves that it should have tropical melon flavors, lemon and lime, and sweet citrus, which sounds really nice. And the beer that should not be, with one of the best artworks I've seen in a long time, is hopped with Medusa, hop I don't know at all, Mosaic, Hallertau, and Hallertau Blanc. So Medusa, yeah, we'll see. It says funky tropical fruits, herbal citrus, and pleasantly dank. So this will be, it sounds like it's going to be quite vastly different, but just color-wise, so if we look at both of them, I mean, this is Megabyte, which is very nice and golden yellow.
Yeah.
And then we have the beer that should not be, which is more like rust orange or blood orange.
Yeah, we talked about like a blood orange kind of juice.
Yeah. And they look very nice in the glass, both of the beers, though. Yeah. And when we poured them, they had a very nice little amount of head as well. So where do you want to start? Should we start by color with the light one?
Yeah, let's start.
Let's start out with Megabyte. Let's check out the aroma.
Yeah.
That's quite nice. Sweet citrus, lemon and lime for sure for me.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of lemon and orange peel.
I'm getting a bit of, I think that's a Hallertau Blanc. It's almost like a spiciness, but a spicy fruitiness.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It has kind of a light spice, slightly herbally.
Yeah.
But it's also grapey in some way, but not in the sense of the way Nilsson is grapey, but it's Motueka in it, isn't it?
Yeah. Motueka. It says the beach is closed underneath here. Packaged on the 17th, so it's around a month old right now. Last month, so the 17th of April. But yeah, nice sweet citrus as well. The more I'm smelling, the more I'm getting that, and the more I'm actually getting tropical vibes.
Yeah. I'm getting some of that, maybe also a bit of a pineapple-y, grapey.
Let's try it.
Yep.
Cheers, and thanks a ton to Dan the Man for the beer. Oh, that's quite nice. Really grapey, actually. Grapey, spicy, quite a nice underlying sweet, very juicy fruit flavor.
Very juicy orange pineapple kind of thing. Maybe almost a bit melony. Slightly melony juiciness.
Melony for sure. That's also Hallertau Blanc.
Yeah.
It's like juicy cantaloupe melon. Actually, quite a lot of juice. It's like candied fruit flavor a bit as well.
Yeah. And then that slightly spicy, but it's very light, like spicy, a bit of like that dry grape skin kind of.
Yeah, kind of like grapes. But that's again, Hallertau Blanc can be a bit winey. It can also be a bit melony, spicy.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting up. There is some kind of tropical vibes, kind of like you get with Nelson. That kind of like tart tropical fruit, but it's not like as intense.
No.
That could also be from Mosaic. Or Citra.
Yeah, Citra and Amarillo.
And I think it's because it's got a lot of that really sweet citrus as well.
Yeah. I think maybe...
Motueka is also usually mango forward.
Yeah, and I often get those slightly Nielsen-y vibes from Motueka without it being as grapey.
Yeah, or as intense.
Yeah.
But it's quite nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, moving on to the beer that should not be.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem as popping as Megabyte to me.
I actually don't really smell much.
No, I'm getting... Yeah, that's pretty impressive actually. Yeah, no, I'm not smelling... It definitely smells spiciness.
Very hard for me to get anything.
Spiciness, and I'm getting some orange peel.
Yeah, I get a sense of some kind of orange, maybe.
Wow, it's muted compared to Megabyte. That's weird. Maybe a bit of...
I hope it's not oxidized.
No, I don't think so. The color wouldn't be.
Yeah, it isn't.
No, it's not that muddy or gray.
No.
And if it was oxidized, you'd also smell sherry. I'm not really smelling that.
Yeah, I agree.
But let's try it. Maybe the flavor is a bit more popping. Cheers, and again, thanks to Dan. That's much more spicy.
Yeah.
It's really spicy.
Ooh.
Tastes like white pepper or something.
Yeah. It has like a slightly peppery, spicy, but it also has
a lot of pith and peel.
Yeah.
It's almost like West Coast haze.
Yeah.
Because it's also got a more bitterness.
But you definitely sense that the malt bill is a bit more chewy on this one too.
It's got more caramel malts.
Yeah.
It has some more malt sweetness. Grapefruit too, pithy grapefruit. Pine. Maybe that's Medusa that's giving off these more old school flavors.
But I'm also getting...
I don't really know much about Medusa hops.
I'm also getting a bit of those sweet, juicy...
Yeah, fruits. Sweet, juicy citrus fruits specifically.
Yeah, it's more like citrus. It's not into the tropical...
Herbal citrus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
I see that.
Because it is a bit herbaceous.
Yeah. Sure.
It's quite spicy. It's interesting it's that spicy. I didn't expect that considering the other hops in here. But again, Hallertau Blanc is spicy. And if Medusa is also spicy, I don't know Medusa hops.
I'm getting a bit of that mosaic vibe too. Bit of
sweet orange.
Yeah, maybe a slight hint of that foresty dank thing, but it's like it's quite subdued.
Yeah. I'm sorry to say it, but I was rooting for this guy, Cthulhu. But Jaws actually won over Cthulhu for me.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer Megabyte over the beer that should not be, at least in this state. This says poor beer in mouth.
And when it's not, that's from the 14th. So there's only 3 days.
It's only 3 days difference.
3 days between them, so it shouldn't.
In mouth? I don't know. It's hard to read it, but
this is much more popping. Going back to this one.
Yeah, it's much more vibrant and juicy.
Yeah.
Much more my kind of beer. Much more tropical and sweet, juicy fruitiness. Yeah. This has got some juicy fruitiness, but like this we said was ripe. Like this also has some of those ripe fruits, but it's a citrus, it's the grapefruit, it's definitely some pine, some herbaceous notes, very spicy. It's to me like you almost mashed up the more old school East Coast IPAs.
Yeah.
That were really spicy and whatnot with a bit of a West Coast bitterness, and then made it a little bit juicy as well. It's like an interesting hybrid between all the variations on American IPA.
Yeah. It's not completely fulfilled, I would say, but it's quite nice. It's still very enjoyable.
Trying to take a sip now, and right now I'm getting loads of orange pith and skin after having a sip of the other one.
And funny enough, I don't know if it's me, just I'm getting a bit of that sugary, grapefruity.
Yeah, sugar-coated grapefruit.
Yeah, and maybe slight hints of blood orange, actually.
Yeah, I agree. I can see that. It reminds me more of a little bit more old school beer done a bit more juicy. Yeah. Whereas this is a bit more new school.
I agree.
But yeah, winner for me. I wouldn't say they're like mind-blowing IPAs, but they're very well done IPAs. I would go like a 93 on Megabyte and a straight 91 on the beer that should not be.
Yeah. For me, I think this is a 94, and this one is a straight 90.
Yeah. So that does it for the little versus beers. It was fun to battle these two beers made pretty much very close to each other from the same brewery on the same ABV.
Yeah.
I mean, if they had the same malt bill, it would have been even more fun.
Yeah.
If just the hop changed. But very nice beers. If you have any of these in your fridge at the moment, I'd say drink them. Don't sit on them any longer. I'd love to hear, guys, how these were when they were just released, and maybe Dan can let us know.
Ooh, that one could have been quite spicy
I think so.
within the first week.
yeah. So let us know, guys, and thanks a ton to Dan, the man, for sharing these beers with us, the Rule Dude. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we're gonna say cheers.
Yep, and I'll take this one.
And see you guys in another Versus Beers beer review, MBCC video, whatever. Cheers.
Cheers.